The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. I'm your host, Rashid Zahidi, and in today's episode, we will talk about confidence, how it is earned by doing, not by wishing. So building genuine confidence doesn't happen overnight, nor does it appear by simply wishing for it. It's cultivated through actions, resilience, and learning from experience. Here is how you can approach confidence as something earned rather than dreamed with. You do this with actionable strategies. And I'm going to give you some strategies and some suggestions here. So number one, take small, consistent actions to build competence. So confidence grows when you gain competence, when you're competent at something, and you don't need to tackle enormous tasks right away. Instead, begin with small, achievable actions within a specific area and grow from there. Each success builds a solid foundation for greater confidence. Example, if you want to feel more confident at public speaking, if you jump in a large crowd right away, it may not go well and then you may never do it again, right? But if you start by speaking up more in small group settings or recording yourself practicing a short speech over time, keep increasing exposure, and these repeated actions will eventually make you more comfortable speaking in front of larger groups. So set a small specific goal each day related to any area or an area where you want more confidence. If it's fitness, begin by exercising for just 10 minutes a day, then gradually increase. Over time, your body and mind will adapt, making you feel naturally more capable. Number two, embrace mistakes as a path to growth. Because a lot of people, when they encounter the mistake, then they say, okay, I suck at this or whatever, I'm never going to be good, and so on and so forth, and then just come down hard on themselves, and then they don't move forward. But confidence does not mean perfection. It often means knowing you can handle mistakes and setbacks. By viewing mistakes as a source of learning, you can develop resilience, which strengthens confidence over time. Say you're trying to learn a new language, but feel embarrassed when you make mistakes. Instead of retreating or being shy about speaking it or trying or talking, commit to practicing conversations, and then you can laugh about the errors, right? Each misstep becomes a lesson, reinforcing your ability to handle the language over time. Another thing you can do is to create a mistake log, if it's helpful for you, where you jot down lessons learned from each setback. This shifts your mindset to see errors as stepping stones. So over time, reviewing your progress shows tangible growth, reinforcing that confidence comes from perseverance. Number three, challenge yourself with gradual stretch goals. Stagnation can make you feel unconfident, but stretching beyond your comfort zone in gradual steps fosters growth and self-assurance. By progressively challenging yourself, you expand your comfort zone, which naturally boosts confidence. For instance, if you're aiming to run a marathon but currently struggle even with short runs, build up gradually. Start with a 1 mile run and maybe even start with a walk and then increase, the speed a little bit till you're running and add a half a mile each week. As you meet each stretch goal, you build confidence and endurance, making the marathon eventually achievable. So identify one challenging goal, break it down into smaller milestones, and commit to completing each one. As you reach these stretch goals, your confidence will naturally increase, showing that growth is possible with steady, committed action. Number four, seek feedback to boost and refine your efforts. Confidence grows with a clear understanding of your strengths and areas for improvement. Constructive feedback from trusted sources, key here, trusted sources, helps you become aware of progress while offering direction on what to improve. This not only refines your skills, but also helps you recognize your abilities. So, example, if you're looking to improve in a new job role, ask for feedback from a mentor or a trusted, more experienced colleague. Then the input can highlight strengths you might have overlooked and also offer practical suggestions for improvement, giving you a confidence boost based on real progress. So just create a habit of requesting feedback after completing specific tasks or projects. Over time, the feedback will serve as a confidence building roadmap, allowing you to measure growth and to continuously refine your skills. Number 5, visualize success, but paired with action steps. Visualization alone is a great starting point, but pairing it with concrete action steps is the key to real confidence. Envision yourself successfully achieving a goal, then outline the actionable steps needed to make it real and start taking those steps. For instance, if you're nervous about a big presentation, visualize yourself speaking confidently and engaging the audience. Then prepare thoroughly, rehearse multiple times, and plan for any challenges. By combining visualization with action, you're training your mind and body for success. You can practice for 5 minutes, 5 minute visualization daily, but always follow up by planning your next concrete step. For instance, if you visualize being fit and energetic, decide on your next workout or meal prep session and then do it. This bridges the gap between desire and action, making confidence a tangible outcome. Number 6, celebrate small wins and recognize progress. Building confidence involves recognizing every step forward. When you celebrate small wins, you reinforce the idea that you're capable and that you are making progress. This consistent acknowledgement of progress fuels confidence and keeps you motivated. For instance, suppose you've been working on improving, say, your writing skills. Instead of waiting to celebrate once you've written a novel, celebrate smaller accomplishments like finishing a chapter or writing a well-received blog post or article. At the end of each week, review your accomplishments and list them as wins. This reflective exercise reminds you of the strides you're making, embedding confidence through acknowledgement of your own journey. So confidence is a muscle that grows stronger with use. By approaching confidence as something earned through intentional action, you build a sustainable foundation that doesn't waver with setbacks or criticism. Each of these strategies emphasizes growth through doing, proving that confidence is a product of effort and resilience, not mere wishful thinking. So as always, thank you for tuning into the Resilience Across Borders podcast. If you are enjoying this podcast and finding it helpful to you, please pick up a copy of the companion journal called Emojim on Amazon. You'll recognize it by recognizing yours truly as the author. You can follow the blog posts and new episodes as they get added. And you can find that at the URL at resilience.com, ATRESILIENCE.com. And remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others and stay resilient.